Hello children, today we are going to discuss previous board questions of polynomials. So let's start with 1 mark question. First question it is, the roots of the equations x square plus x minus p into p plus 1 equal to 0 where p is a constant r. You have been given 4 options. Okay, now check here what is the polynomial. Now before that, just see if I have x square plus 5x plus 6. Can you tell what will be my roots of this equation? How to find the roots? First you will be finding what is the product and what is the sum. So product here AC, that is coefficient of x square into constant, is what? 6. Then sum, that is coefficient of x, equal to 5. So the numbers which satisfy the this property, that is their product is 6 and sum is 5, are they 2 and 3? So I have got the factors x plus 2 and x plus 3. So what will be my roots? My roots will be x as minus 2 or x as minus 3. Okay, that means I got here x value as minus 2, but the numbers which satisfy, they were what? 2 and 3. Okay, so now we'll check for the given question. This is our given polynomial. So can you tell what is the sum and what is the product of this polynomial? Yes, coefficient of x square is 1. So my product should be what? It should be minus of p into p plus 1. That is the product. Okay. And what is the sum? Coefficient of your x, it is equal to 1. So I have to get sum as 1 and product as minus p into p plus 1. Okay, now just we'll check from the given options. Now see, first option it is p comma p plus 1. See, these are the roots. Okay, so the numbers which will satisfy, it should be what? Minus p and minus of p plus 1. Now check whether minus p into minus of p plus 1, it will be plus p into p plus 1. But my product should be minus p plus 1. So first option won't be there. Now second is minus p comma p plus 1. So which number should satisfy? Just opposite of the given zeros. So p comma minus of p plus 1. Okay, so whether for this what will you have? Now p into minus of p plus 1, it is nothing but the same product. Okay, so product I have got. Now what should be sum? Sum should be equal to 1. So if I add this 2, I'll get as p minus p minus 1. So p and p will get cancelled, but sum I will get as minus 1. So again, this second option won't be there. Okay, now we'll see for the third option. Third option is p comma minus of p plus 1. Okay, that means which number should I consider? It is minus p and p plus 1. Okay, now check whether the product of this two is minus p into p plus 1. Yes, so that is satisfied. What is the sum? It is minus p plus p plus 1. P and p will get cancelled. 1 will be the sum. So whether that is satisfied? Yes. So which will be my correct answer? It is option C, p comma minus of p plus 1. Hope that is clear to you. Okay. Now, second question is, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial such that alpha plus beta is 6 and alpha into beta is 4, then you should write the quadratic polynomial. That is not printed, means while taking the screenshot, it went off. So you have to write there a quadratic polynomial whose alpha plus beta is 6 and alpha into beta equal to 4. Okay, we know that a polynomial whose sum and product are given is given by k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Okay. Now since here it is a 1 marker question, directly I am taking k equal to 1. Okay. It's a real number, you can take any value of k. But in particular I am taking k as 1. So what will be my polynomial now? X square minus sum was equal to 6. So x square minus 6x plus your alpha into beta was equal to 4. So which will be my polynomial? X square minus 6x plus 4. Is that clear? Okay. Next, if one of the 0 of the polynomial x square minus 4x plus 1 is 2 plus root 3, write the other 0. Okay. Now in this case, you may think that I have to divide this polynomial by 2 plus root 3 as we have done in some questions. Okay. But it's a 1 marker question. So should I divide that polynomial and that to root 3 and all you have. So the easiest way is, see, the polynomial was given as what? X square minus 4x plus 1. Okay. So values of a, b and c. The value of a is what? It is 1. Value of b is minus 4 and value of c is equal to 1. Okay. Now one of the 0 is given to be 2 plus root 3. Okay. And you have to find the another 0. Now since it is a quadratic polynomial, how many zeros will it have? It will have only 2 zeros. Okay. So 1 0 is 2 plus root 3. I have to find the second 0. So suppose if my second 0 is equal to something alpha. Okay. Then how could I find? Whether you know that this is 1 0, if sum of 0, that is alpha plus beta, what is the relation? Yes, alpha plus beta is always equal to, yes, it is minus b by a. Okay, so 2 plus root 3 plus the another root I am taking as alpha, that is equal to, we know that it is minus b by a. Okay, sum of the roots. This is one root, this is the second root. So what is minus b? Minus b, it is minus of minus 4, that is 4 by a is what? 1. Okay, so will I get it as, it will be a 2 plus root 3 plus alpha, it is equal to 4. So what will be the value of alpha? Alpha is equal to 4 minus 2 minus root 3. So I'll get it as 2 minus root 3. 2 minus root 3. So the second root, it will be 2 minus root 3. Is that clear? Okay. Now, next question. For what value of k minus 4 is the 0 of the polynomial x square minus x minus 2k plus 2? That means you have been given that minus 4 is 0 of this given polynomial. If minus 4 is the 0 of this polynomial, can I say that your p of x or p of minus 4 will be equal to 0? Okay, so now what to do? Just substitute wherever your x you have, just substitute the value of x as minus 4, equate that to 0 and find the value of k. Okay, so that one you have to do it. This each and every question you have to do, but just I am explaining how you have to. Okay, it should be written in your notebook. Next question is, write the polynomial, okay, whose product and sum of the zeros are given. That means my product is given to be alpha into beta. Okay, it is given to be minus 9 by 2 and sum is given to be minus 3 by 2. Okay, so what is my product? Alpha into beta is given to be minus 9 by 2 and alpha plus beta is given to be, it is what? It is equal to minus 3 by 2. So what was the equation? What was the equation, that polynomial for sum and product? Yes, it is k into, it is x square minus alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta here? Minus 3 by 2. So it will be minus of minus 3 by 2 x plus product. Product is minus 9 by 2. So will I get as, now in particular I am going to take value of k as 1 because your k is any real number. So you can write any one polynomial, okay, which will be satisfied. So I am taking k as 1. So I will be getting it as x square plus 3 by 2 x minus 9 by 2. So this is the polynomial. Either you can write this as a polynomial or just multiply throughout by 2. And what will I get? It will be 2x plus 2x square plus 3x minus 9. Okay, so that will be the polynomial. See why that divided by 2 is not there? While finding zeros, you are always equating to 0. So the denominator 2, if it is multiplied to 0, it becomes 0. So no need to write that 2. So my equation polynomial will be 2x square plus 3x minus 9. It is one of the polynomial. Okay. Next one. Now, if 1 is 0 of the polynomial, find the value of a. It is also same as the previous, that fourth question. If 1 is 0, can I say that p of 1 is equal to 0? So substitute the value of x as 1, equate it to 0 and then find what is the value of a. Hope it is clear? Okay. Next, show that x equal to minus 3 is the solution of this equation. How to check whether x equal to a is a solution or it is a root of a given equation? Just I have to check whether p of a it is equal to 0 or not. So in this case, what should I check? I have to check whether p of minus 3 I'll get as 0 or not. Instead of x, write it as minus 3. And then see whether the answer is 0 or non-zero. If it is 0, it will be the root. Okay. Similarly, 8th question also on the similar lines. Okay. So no need to have the explanation for that. Next one. 9th question. If x plus a is a factor of 2x square plus 2ax plus 5x plus 10, find a. Now, x plus a is a factor, that means which is the root of this polynomial? It will be my x equal to minus a is the root. That means what condition will be satisfied? The condition satisfied, it will be what? P of minus a will be equal to 0. Okay. So substitute x as minus a, okay, and then see what you are going to get the value of a. Okay. Next, the sum and the product of the zeros of a quadratic polynomials are given and then find the quadratic polynomial. Repeated question, same type. Okay. Now next, 11th question. The graph of y equal to f of x is given and you have to find the number of zeros. Number of zeros means what? The graph, you have to check whether the graph intersects x-axis or y-axis. I have to consider only x-axis. So I have to check whether the graph intersects in how many points in your x-axis. So in this case, is it 1 and 2? So how many number of zeros? You'll be having there 2 zeros. Okay. Now next question. Give an example of polynomials f of x, g of x, q of x and r of x satisfying f of x equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where degree of r of x equal to 0. Now degree of r of x is 0. That means, is it your what? Remainder will be what? It will be remainder will be 0. Means that polynomial is your 0 polynomial. So whether I have to prove that your g of x is factor of f of x. So you write now any polynomial. Yes. Now suppose if I say that x plus 2 and x plus 3. Okay. Now x plus 2 into x plus 3 if I do, I'll get the polynomial as what? X square plus 5x plus 6. Okay. That means this polynomial x square plus 5x plus 6, if I divide it by x plus 2, your x equal to minus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. Okay. So whether will I get the remainder as 0 itself? Yes. And my quotient I'll be getting as what? X plus 3 I'll be getting. Okay. So just you have to write, it is for 1 mark. So just you can write what? You have to write what is your f of x. Now in this case my f of x will be x square plus 5x plus what? 6. G of x will be what? G of x will be, I can take either x plus 2, x plus 3, any. G of x will be x plus 2. And what will be my q of x? Q of x will be equal to what? It will be x plus 3. Okay. And here r of x will be equal to 0. Is that clear? You have to show that just divide this polynomial by x plus 2. Simple it is. And you will get the answer. And show that r of x equal to 0 polynomial. So degree of r of x is 0. It will be satisfied. Okay. Now the similar repeated question, you have to find zeros of this polynomial. So in how many points the graph intersects x-axis? It intersects x-axis in 2 points. Okay. So 1 mark questions. I hope it is all clear. Thank you.